What's up, guys? It's Ben 10,000 YGO, your friendly neighborhood Yu-Gi-Oh! Superhero, and today, guys, I'm gonna be coming at you with the might of the King of Games himself, with Dark Magicians. That's right. We're gonna do a lot of Mind Crush, and I send you to the Shadow Realm, and I know that's a horrible impression. But if it makes you feel any better, I mean, that's as close as I can get. I mean, Yuki talks like a old school, like, cheesy superhero. I don't know what that's about. He's like, stop, evildoer! How dare you? Anyway, guys. So, if you're new here, this is how we do things here on the Ben 10,000 YGO channel. Alright, we have this little conversation up here in the front. I'm going to throw at you some Yu-Gi-Oh! Replays of the deck so you can kind of see it in action, and then I'm going to show you the deck profile at the end where I do all my explanations, explain the card choices, etc., etc., etc. Anyway. Oh, before we get into that though, guys, make sure that if you like to know who would beat who in death battles, maybe you go check out my other channel, the Unbound Series channel. I do my own like analytical death battles over there, where I kind of like do the math for you, so to speak, so I can tell you who can beat who in a fight to the death. I use Screw Attack's rules, just so everybody knows when I do that. And if you want to help me out and go check that out, maybe when you're done watching this, that would be greatly appreciated. So without further ado, guys, let's do the Dark Magic attack. And there you have it, guys. This is my personal Dark Magician deck. Some of the cards that I got here are courtesy of my pal Edwin again, such as the Keeper of Dragonic Magic, which is another way to get to our Dark Magician the Dragon Knight. As you saw, basically this deck is like, it has like 3 routes it wants to take, basically. Basically, it does a lot of drawing and a lot of searching. So the good news is, like, yes, Ash Blossom has a lot of targets, but the flip side to that is usually if you get Ash Blossoms, you have enough cards to, like, you know what I mean? They gotta hit the right one. You know what I mean? To really stop you. Because if you draw like Pot of Duality and Allure of Darkness, or Pot of Duality and the Magic Circle, you know, they're essentially wasting their card. Because you're still going to go plus, you're still going to search the deck and get what you want. The reason why we are playing cards like Pot of Duality is because we don't really have to special summon on our own turn. We can, but it's not required. So because Dark Magician is very much a, I don't want to say a proactive deck, they're a reactive deck. So the opponent does something, we flip Navigation or Eternal Soul, summon out Dark Magician, Circle gets rid of something, and then they have to deal with the Dark Magician on the field. Now, like I said, this is my version of the deck because this is what I actually have of the deck. So that's why you see like 2 of the Dark Illusion and only 1 Illusion Magician. It's my personal Dark Magician deck. And I was really excited to show you because it's a little silly. I mean, I'm playing Witch of the Black Forest. It's really just another card to get to these. I mean, she's really just Link fodder and Allure of Darkness fodder. I rarely ever summon her, but in the off chance I get to, I plan to use her as a, you know, as a means to an end, basically. Allure of Darkness, you already know, we have a lot of dark targets, so it's kind of like just, I mean, like we don't always need all 3 Dark Magicians, we usually just need 1 to go off. Sometimes Illusion Magician and Dragonic Magic are dead because, you know, it is what it is. So the idea is this fixes our hand, this gets us to our combo pieces. And here's our combo pieces, essentially, these 3 cards right here.
Eternal Soul, Navigation, and Magic Circle. And Navigation's also like breakthrough skill for like spell and trap cards on the field, so that's kind of useful too. Card destruction is just stupid because we just empty our hand of cards like Dark Magician that we can't play, or Magician's Row, put it in the graveyard. Then we just, on their turn flip like, Forbidden Chalice, summon it, and then I get to ditch a card I can't use to get a Dark Magician out, which is just busted. A lot of the things though that you're going to want to do is, your goal ultimately is to get out the Dragon Knight and combo him with Eternal Soul, because that makes like an unkillable combo type of thing. You can't destroy the back row with them on the field. With him on the field, you can't even target them for destruction. And then of course he himself is, while Eternal Soul's out there, he's unaffected, so that's really useful. Just, Eternal Soul, like, oh, I can't be targeted or destroyed, and then he's just like, I'm unaffected by everything, because I count as a Dark Magician, and I find that just extremely useful. As you saw, one of my favorite moves was when I used Eye of Timaeus to turn the Dark Magician, the Dragon Knight, into Amulet Dragon, to beat that Orkrust player. That was really fun. That was like, oh wow, I didn't even think I was going to be able to pull that off. So, that's not just so you guys know, that's not a common occurrence in this. It's just fun when it happens. I mean, the deck is consistent enough to get me the pieces I need to, like, I play like Dark Magician, with Pot of Duality. And then, if later on in the game I can, I'll make the Dark Magician the Dragon Knight with, Draconic Magic, Dragon Magic, excuse me. I mean, and that card's really cool too, because, he's basically free, because I'm just, whatever I ditch to get the poly, I usually ditch Dark Magician, and then, because I ditched Dark Magician, it comes back in defense mode, which Polymerization doesn't care, so I just fuse, get the Dragon Knight, and if I've got the backup I need, which is these cards, I'm sitting pretty. Yeah, overall, this deck is mostly search and draw. We got a few power cards, like I said, with Navigation, Eternal Soul, and Forbidden Chalice. You don't have to play Forbidden Chalice. If you guys were looking to build like your own version of this deck, and let's just say like you have about the same monster quantities I do, here's basically the cards you really don't need. Basically, like, actually you don't even need him either. Like, this is the core stuff you actually do need, I think. And then, of course, this card's for siding out. And then with all my decks, you can ignore my sideboard, because I'm still toying around with that to figure out how I want to do it. But basically, this is the deck, and you have, like, plenty of room to mess around with stuff to play more to your own styles. So, yeah. So fill those 4 slots with whatever you think is the best, or if you happen to have better cards to throw in the deck than I do, by all means, you've got plenty of room to play with. Anyway, guys, if you like this deck profile, make sure you hit the like button and let me know you enjoyed it somehow. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. I'm still in a race with Yusei YGO Pro to 500 subscribers. So if you guys want to help me win, make sure you hit that nice sweet sub button. I'd be greatly appreciative. And then yeah, that's all I got for you guys. So you guys have a good one, and I'll see you next time. Peace.